Hey, this is Professor Homa. Welcome to Angus Stationery exercise, or project I should say, because there's three parts to this project. There's the letterhead, envelope, and business card, and it's also making sure that your logo is separated properly. On the last exercise with the Angus activity, we used just a version that I had, and I'm going to use one of mine right now, but you would be using your Angus logo that you developed. And here's a couple ideas I had for these, and this is the one I liked in the middle here. What I'm going to do is, I'm in this Angus steak kind of file right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight just this logo, and I'm going to copy it to a new document. So you're going to go File, New, and make sure that it's CMYK, which it should be with Illustrator, and I'll hit OK, and I'll paste it. Now, I want to make sure that this logo is a size that'll look good on letterhead, and it's pretty close right now, actually, but if not, you can make it a little bigger, and that's fine. Remember, you can resize logos when you're in InDesign, especially if these are vector artwork, so it's not a big issue resizing, but I want to get it close to the size, and I probably want it a little bigger to resize it if I can. So I pasted this here, and again, what I'm going to check, again, just like I did on the previous activity, is I want to make sure my colors are in their PMS. So I'm going to click on the Angus part. Now this is in text right now, and I can see it's a PMS color. And this one was using the 185. And it also has a stroke on here. I'm not sure why it has a stroke. So I'm going to take this off. I don't think I intended it to have a stroke. So I'm going to turn that off, unless I was trying to make it bolder for some reason, but I don't want a stroke on it. So I'm going to turn that off. And then this black color, I just want to go here and make sure it's 100% K, and it is. And then this black color, now I'm in a group right now, so I want to double click on it to go inside the group if you have anything grouped. And I'll click on the black, and that's 100% K, and I'll double click to get out of the group. And I'll go on this gray part, and I'll click on that. Now that should be a percentage of black, or percentage of K, and it is, it's 30% of K, so that's okay. So all my colors are okay that I pasted in here, and I just wanted to check that first. And what I'm going to do, now that I have them, and you could also do this, remember we did this from the last exercise, is we can go File, Print, and if you change this to Adobe PostScript file, and you go to Output, and you go to Separations, you should see just printers next to your separations, and that means you did it correctly. You only have Process Black and Pantone 185 for your color. So I'll just cancel that. I just wanted to make sure. So if you saw the other CMY colors there, there might be something that's in a CMY kind of composite. All right, so what I'm going to do is save this as an EPS, and all I have to do is just go File, Save As, and change the format down here to Illustrator EPS, and I'm going to call it Angus Steak with my last name. I'm going to use the same name, except it's going to have .EPS, so you could use the same name just with a different extension, and make sure you change the format, and it has the extension, or if you're on Windows it may not show the .EPS, and I'm going to hit save. And you don't really have to change anything in here. There shouldn't be anything you really have to change here. If there's anything you need to change, I'll let you know, but you don't right now, unless somebody said you got to save it down to CS4 or something like that. But I'm just going to hit OK, and that's pretty much it with my EPS. I don't really need to use my EPS for anything right now, because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go into InDesign, and I'm going to create my letterhead. So I'll take a break here so we can keep the videos a little shorter.